Russia apprehends several suspects in the Moscow attack, which results in at least 240 casualties.
Germany and France sign an agreement to develop next-generation tanks.
Vietnam is among the top 3 largest seafood exporters in the world.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I am Hoàng Yến, and here we go, the first headline of the show. According to the Russian Investigative Committee, by this afternoon, the death toll in the attack at the Cross City shopping center in Moscow has reached 93 people, with at least 145 others injured. Russian authorities have apprehended 11 suspects of the incident.
Russian officials are concerned that the number of fatalities may increase due to severe injuries. Immediately after the attack, President Vladimir Putin called for an emergency meeting with law enforcement leaders and extended condolences to the families of the victims. Among the 11 suspects detained by Russian authorities, 4 are directly tied to the attack. The Islamic State, IS, has claimed responsibility for the incident. Security measures have been heightened at airports and in Moscow, as well as in areas with over 21 million residents following the terrorist attack. According to the Vietnamese embassy in Russia, no Vietnamese citizens have been reported as victims of the attack so far.
Germany and France have signed a groundbreaking agreement for cooperation in developing the next-generation main ground combat system tanks and have assigned the responsibilities between the two countries.
Speaking at the joint press conference with his French counterpart in Berlin, German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius emphasized, "This is not only an important milestone but also a historic moment." Pistorius also announced that an official document initiating the first phase of development will be signed in Paris, France, on April 26. The new generation tank model is expected to replace Germany's Leopard systems and France's Leclerc systems. This project marks the second major arms industry collaboration between Germany and France, alongside their ambition to develop the next-generation combat aircraft named FCAS.
Achieving the export scales of $11 billion, Vietnam is among the top largest seafood exporters in the world, with China and Norway.
From $1 billion in 1999, Vietnam has reached an export scale of $11 billion to date, becoming one of the top 3 seafood exporting countries in the world, exporting to nearly 170 markets, including major and demanding markets such as the EU, US, Japan, Australia, and the UK. The seafood export turnover ranks among the top 10 major export sectors of Vietnam, contributing to the stabilization of the country's macroeconomic situation. Additionally, the seafood industry has also promoted job creation, providing livelihoods for over 4 million workers directly involved in aquaculture and fishing.
Coming up are some updated news.
According to World Bank, Vietnam has just received a payment of $51.5 million from the successful sale of 10.3 million forest carbon credits, equivalent to 10.3 million tons of CO2. Consequently, Vietnam has become the first country in the East Asia Pacific to receive money from selling carbon credits, thanks to the emission reduction achieved by addressing deforestation, forest degradation, and enhancing carbon storage through afforestation and reforestation efforts. This payment is noted as the largest single payment ever made by the Forest Carbon Partnership Facility for verified and high-quality emission reductions. The Ministry of Education and Training has announced the schedule for the High School Graduation Examination 2024. Accordingly, the High School Graduation Examination 2024 will be held on June 26, 27th, 28th, and 29th, 2024. June 26th will be the day for exam procedures. Exams will be held on June 27th and 28th, and June 29th is for backup. The results of the examination are scheduled to be announced at 8 a.m. on July 17, 2024. Subsequently, local authorities will proceed to assess graduation for participants and utilize the results for university and college admissions.
In Vinh City, Nghệ An Department of Culture and Sports, together with the Department of Physical Education and Sports, organized the opening ceremony for the 2024 National Pencak Silat Club Championship. Nearly 500 athletes from 43 clubs representing 29 provinces, cities, and sectors across the country participated in this year's tournament. Athletes competed in 64 events divided into two age groups, 15 to 17 and 18 to 45, with 28 and 36 events respectively. This sport event holds significance to promote the campaign, All People Exercise, following the example of Uncle Ho, and the movement, Be Healthy to build a career and defend the country.
Let's move to today's story. Over the years, the Earth Hour campaign, with its meaningful messages, has received enthusiastic participation from residents in Nghệ An province, as well as the nationwide. Notably, beyond just saving electricity for 1 hour, it has become a regular habit for both individuals and businesses in the province.
Recent years, the Earth Hour campaign has been implemented by the Nghệ An Power Company with various organizations to focus in disseminating information through media channels, with banners and posters, displaying information on websites and social media platforms, as well as promoting awareness among agencies, organizations, households, and individuals about activities such as turn off lights and unnecessary electrical devices, promoting efficient energy use, and emphasizing environmental protection to balance greenhouse gas emissions reduction and maximize the transition to renewable energy sources.
Along with all company staff and youth union members, actively promotes messages through public address systems in neighborhoods to raise awareness about electricity usage, conservation, and resource protection, ensuring electricity supply for 2024 and beyond.
With the message, Save Electricity. Make it a habit, conveyed to the community. Saving electricity is not just a one-hour event but a continuous practice throughout the year. The message has received positive responses from residents and businesses in the area, with practical actions and solutions such as installing solar energy systems, using electricity judiciously, turning off unnecessary electrical devices, lights, outdoor decorative lights, advertising signs, and reducing power consumption during peak hours.
In our daily lives, our family is always conscious of saving, especially saving electricity. Our monthly electricity costs have noticeably decreased, and anything we can save that benefits ourselves and society brings us the greatest joy.
Activities in response to the Earth Hour campaign are becoming more diverse and practical, showing positive changes in the community's awareness, understanding, and benefits of energy conservation, environmental protection, and climate change adaptation. Energy saving has now become a movement, a habit, thereby making practical contributions to sustainable development, aiming for a greener future.
The last story to end our program today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye and see you later.